It's Malacca time, motherfuckers, and today I'm going to be bringing you a mixed video. In this video, we're going to look at the patch, which is a little bit over a week old, yes, below me, and also we're going to be taking a look at an 18-minute replay, because why the fuck not? I didn't want to post a patch and then wait a day or so and then post an 18-minute video, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to combine both of them, and we're going to circle jerk together. So we're going to take a look at the patch notes. I'm getting ready my gun. I'm going to load some bullets into it, and I'm going to proceed to kill myself over reading how stupid some of these changes are. So without further ado, so Dawn of War 3 pre-order skins. I'm not going to do Dawn of War 3 because Relic is a horrible team, and same thing with Sega as a publisher, and I wouldn't support anything else from them. Now, of course, if Company of Heroes 3 were to come out, I probably would be forced to buy it, but I would be very hesitant in purchasing it. So first we have Soviet Maximums. They're addressing, we feel the dominant Soviet maximum spam strategy is overperforming with the benefits of the strategy heavily outweighing the risks. How long has Soviets been fucking rushing Maximums? Or conscripts? Or rushing something, or spamming one thing? Why are we doing anything about it now? That's one thing that, makes me wonder. Overall, though, I kind of don't care. The arc is increased, which is nice. Setup time. We do have some suppression changes. One thing, though, I think that I read in here, to make up for the little bit of suppression, we've also given the maximum. We are giving the unit strong multipliers versus light cover and suppressed squads to allow them to scale well into late game. It don't fucking matter. It really don't. Late game, yeah, sure, MGs, everything can be useful, but early game is really, I believe, where it matters. Now, of course, it's kind of like Heroes of the Storm would stockade me a little bit about where you could extremely fuck up and then get pissed on and then lose, but it's more or less likely of a chance if you completely dominate and destroy early game, getting all those resources and just, taking a shit on your enemy. So, fuck off. And also, because I've read these all before, fuck the community team, whoever you guys are, you don't know shit. Okay? You all don't know fucking crap. So, Penal Battalion, Satchel Charge, that's nice. This is where, this is where shit gets stupid. M4C Shermans, to prevent players from over-relying on Sherman call-ins and skipping tech. But people can just fucking go for the Command Panther, which we'll get later. I mean, I don't get it. Why? Over-relying on Sherman. It's not even that good. The Shermans. The M4C Sherman isn't even that good. There's no bulletins for it to support. It's an alright tank at best. You could just call it in. What do you want? What do you fucking want? This is dumb. Increase recharge time between Shermans from 36 seconds to 2 minutes and 2:30 is bullshit. It's really stupid. Building tier 4 decreases recharge time from blah 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 blah. This is fucking dumb. This is so stupid. That is just one whole other side of the pendulum. I'm surprised that the people who designed this specific change aren't from Blizzard, because Blizzard likes to do this. When people complain about one thing, they go completely on the other side and do that. M10 change is dumb. Just because the M10 is a piece of shit tank. The Panzerfaust, I think this is very funny because originally in the other post, you would get the Panzerfaust when you had a truck just on the map. Like you called off a truck. You didn't have to set it up. Now they're doing it back to requires a truck to be set up, and they're increasing the munitions. You could just leave the munitions alone and requires a truck to be set up. Wow, you could have just left it there, but let's buff some more OKW because we want to be weeaboos here. Command Panther, we feel the mark target ability is overperforming relative to its cost. That increased its cost a little bit, but they decided to do some very nice things to the Command Panther and all of that stuff. Yeah. I'm just shaking my head. If anyone could see me, it just, yeah. Command Panther is now mutually exclusive with the King Tiger. I kind of just want to kill myself reading this a little bit, because most people who are going to go the Command Panther route aren't going to have enough fuel until very late game. And that's if they're dominating both fuel points or whatever to really get out the King Tiger to then win or something like that. And to make them mutually exclusive, man, where's that gun? So for the good old Brits, some Telltale, we find the, Tank Commander upgrade. We find the ability is overperforming. Really, the Tank Commander ability is overperforming. Wow. You know what you should do? You should nerf all allied tanks to the ground because they're all overperforming, especially the Stuart. The Stuart does so much damage to heavy tanks, it is ridiculous. I think we should nerf it. Emergency Warpede, stupid. The tread ability to make the ability more reliable. We are changing the nature of the ability that it has to be stationary to fire. It's kind of dumb. But then again, we could Panzerfaust people from like 3 million miles away. So the Cromwell, we found the Cromwell ability to crush miles far too potent. No one goes fucking Cromwells. Now this is probably particular to a 1v1 or 2v2 scenario. But wouldn't you have fixed this problem if when you stopped we're going to stop this one-shotting of squads, you know? When you should have fixed this bullshit to, yeah. Stupid. And the comments between similar in spirit with the ones already described for the Cromwell. In addition to these changes, we're also reducing the range of the main gun. Dumb. The Comet is already a weak piece of shit. Its armor is shit. It's very expensive, and it's shit. I mean, one good pack Panzerfaust and then a random tank to come out of nowhere, and that thing is crap in itself. I don't know why. Poor Cromwell. The range is overperforming. Oh, man. Whoever fucking designed this should go hang themselves. Some of this stuff, emplacements, to bring in place in line with the other person, we aren't preventing players from building in the base sector. Okay. Whatever. I've never seen anyone build emplacement. Will the forward HQ considered an emplacement? I guess. The little forward assembly thing or whatever. But who the fuck builds a Bofor or something in their base unless you're playing on Annihilate, which no one really plays on Annihilate. Land matches. To improve counterplayerism, we're allowing anti-tank weaponry. Target the gun directly or destroy the unit. This is so fucking retarded. This is so dumb on any kind of massive scale. See, then if you're going to have the AT gun target the land matcher's actual weapon, then AT gun should be able to shoot other AT guns because they should see each other and try to aim for the actual gun. If we want to use this logic here. We also feel the rate of fire of the land matches does not give its opponents a minute of time to react to a barrage. Blow me. If you do not hear a land mattress or a Calliope, or you hear, you know, a railway artillery, you deserve to be hit with all of that shit. Fuck off. Artillery cover. Wait, general change the radius of the ability, and I'll probably draw a battle scope. I didn't actually read this part because, you know, big dick air supply. Anti-infantry barrage suppression. That's lol. The radius of the ability delay until the barrage begins increase to 48 seconds. Kind of gay. Artillery cover. Oh, the artillery cover ability. Oh, yeah. People bitched about this. Ability is too efficient for its cost. I believe it is, but then I don't. But it is a little bit bullshit, though, that, again, it blinded vehicles. Reduces speed of anti-vehicles so that it is not possible to dodge them. Reduce the duration of the loader injured critical from 10 seconds to 5. I guess this is okay. This is okay. The entirely pinned thing was really stupid, but at least they're like suppressed. Is okay, but the pinned, I think if they stay in there longer, they should be pinned or something. They shouldn't like never be pinned, only suppressed. Quality of life changes, I kind of don't care about these since there's really nothing else to it. But that is pretty much the patch, and some of it's okay. Well, actually not. I actually don't like all of it, to be honest, except the thing. Of course, the OKW thing was fine. The Command Panther, again, if the fucking ability is overperforming, then just raise the cost just a smidgen and then decrease it to like 25 or 30% or something like that. Otherwise, I don't think that it needs to be do that, or make it exclusive with the King Tiger. I just don't think it's really all that. It's just no. I think it's really stupid. Other than that, the nerf to allied tanks is just dumb. Especially main gun range and population cost increase. It's just dumb. Reduce rotation. Again, I want whoever's designing it. Like I've always said, Relic would never be able to balance anything. They can't they just can't balance it. Dawn of War 2 says it all. And of course, Company of Heroes, in a nutshell, is any of it. No one cares about the balance of the game, and even the community is quite fucking retarded. And shouldn't be allowed to... I mean, they ruined Fury Company. They ruined the glorious Fury Company. And how do you beat Fury Company? With a fucking MG. That's all you needed, folks. That's all you needed. That's it. That's just it. So anyways, I'm going to thank you guys for watching this first part of the video. And next, we're going to go to the glorious shitty replay. Alright, and so we are into the replay now from the patch notes. And all Chinese or Korean, you all are slanted-eyed motherfuckers. So presumably this game lasts 18 minutes. And of course, as we know, probably something really retarded is going to happen. Fuck you, chink motherfuckers, but you guys are lucky. Now, Woodstock, translate for me. I command Woodstock to translate for me. But, yeah, something retarded is going to happen here. So we have these two dudes. You can see their names here if you're mentally retarded, or I put them here so you can all see them because they're cheek motherfuckers. So yeah, of course we have one American, one Russian, one Wehrmacht, and one OKW. All we need is a random place, and of course it is on Moscow outskirts. These guys are going to get into there quicker, but you know, quicker is not always better. Herb, badurb, badurb. So a pretty hard rush for the building. This guy looks like he's going to be getting on some conscripts or whatever. Again, playing a nice game of peekaboo and saving up the house and all of that. And yes, look at that. Look at that micro. Oh my god, so great. Conscript's way too far out, but he is going to get into heavy cover, though he is exposed from here. Though it's not such a good idea, I think, because conscripts won't be able to duke it out with grenadiers and such. He is building some more conscripts and so forth. So right now he's just going to duke it out with the engineers and deal with this, and he was going to go back in the house once they got close, but he forced them to get out from behind here and start to camp, which made them vulnerable, which would help him a little bit in the later stages of that fight. Over here we do have an early Kubel and Stumpani and a Volk. What did this guy go? He's going to Volk. He's actually going to number Kubel, which is very interesting. He could easily cap up the entire map or really put pressure on some infantry units if he doubles up the Kubel and then brings in some Stumpanias. But he should be able to easily cap up fairly quickly, if that's what he's going to use it for. So there goes the engineers. Conscripts again in heavy cover, going to poke away at those grenadiers. Actually fairly well, because again they're in heavy cover, he's in light cover, so they are going to get that. We do have some extra conscripts in here already. And right now the MG is trying to target the engineers in the building. This guy will probably get his engineers out of the building to avoid that. And of course his conscripts start biting it. Would stay in there just for the cap. Fail. Super fail. That's a fail. Yeah, he really didn't want them to get suppressed, but some nice conscript flanking, go vaulting over most likely. But of course this MG is going to retreat, and he's going to hoot on most likely into the building to, yeah, stay in cover. And these other conscripts are going to push up into that light cover. So what happened here? Did Kubel die? No, Kubel did not die. Yeah, Kubel backed away. Kubel talking in third person. Kubel. That'd be funny. So this guy's got 3 riflemen going for a mortar. Not sure the mortar's a good idea or not. But he did build a tank trap here to get that heavy cover. And this Kubel is complete fail mode 101, giving away that he was going to cap that, or trying to cap that up, but riflemen were already there. So this Kubel's already failing miserably. The other injured Kubel up here went along for the capping. And this one suffered some extreme damage for doing fucking nothing. So pretty much his capping was pretty shit. Probably should have gone for another Volk. Though I would have thought the Kubel would have helped a little bit, but I think he may have engaged too hard or stayed in that engagement. Also, Rifleman had the building too, so it was a bad engagement. So Conscript's finally capping up the connecting point, or no, he's actually going to get into heavy cover. The Great Rape, more conscripts coming up. Glorious conscript spam is now happening. Praise the conscripts. Of course, gonna walk into his own fire because he don't give one fuck. That's how you show it. So this guy pretty much lost this side over here, and of course conscripts are over here guarding it and doing vision. This guy a little bit smart and moving to the middle, which then he can connect with his ally over here and control the two VPs, but he's allowing the enemy to have all these two extra territories, this extra territory, and of course the fuel, which can be very devastating because right now the allies potentially have both fuels. Well, technically I already have one, which is really bad because the Axis have none. So we do have the mortar in place, and the mortar is going to be popping away at the church, which of course he'll just get out of the fucking church. So I'm praying to the great Pulsar to help him, but it will not help him. So what's happening over here? We have some rear echelons moving up, rifleman sitting behind a frozen tank repairing his Kubels. Still wish the Kubel suppressed. I really like the Kubel suppressing. It was annoying as fuck. Of course, no defense for the mortar. Mortar's going to be forced to retreat. Conscripts going to target some engineers in the stupid shack. Conscripts over here going to maneuver in. And, oh, there's another conscript. I thought it was an enemy squad there for a second, but yeah, they're going to easily push in here. Captured the other fuel, so they own both fuels now. But the other fuel is cut off. So MG trying to move in, suppressing some of these conscripts with some directional cover there, as you can see. Conscripts could potentially would get in here. Yes, he did. Wanted to get in with the 4-man instead of a 3. Though it's not really going to help him. He might as well just retreat. Which he did, because it was pretty pointless to lose conscript squads. Especially this early, too. Even though conscripts are just, you know, cannon fodder, you don't want to waste them. You need them. You need their veterancy later on, too. So conscripts, again, still standing here. Grenadiers popping away. This mortar failed. He just walked up and he just got shot up and lost one guy, which was really dumb. Medical HQ being placed. Pretty poor place to place the medical HQ. Lots of places in that sentence. Yeah. I would probably... Yeah, looks would be kind of annoying since this guy's spamming conscripts, and I'm assuming he went the anti-tank grenade. No, he did not, but he did go for field infirmary. But I'm just... I'm a looks guy. Always was, always has been. I always go for a looks. But support guns could be okay here too, but I still think a looks would have been better, especially against the American player. You could easily crush him since he doesn't have many vet on his rifleman. He did go a captain, so the bazooka would have really hurt, but you could definitely rush the shit out of the mortar and push it back with proper infantry, and I do believe he could properly do it too. It's flat terrain. He could be in the back along with the double Kubel too as well. Just put down whatever kind of fire he can on the rifleman or captain or whatever, and all that other crap. Actually, the Kubels probably could absorb the shot unless the captain he specifically clicks on the looks. But he could potentially do that. Actually, this guy went double mortar, which I think, I don't know how big of a mistake that is. I don't think so. But then again, he has 3 riflemen and he has a bazooka, and he has these rear echelon over here building a fuel cache in that corner, which is very nice. I don't think it will be much of a problem, just because they had both fuels. They've had a lot more extra fuel than the Germans, so they should be getting out a Sherman. And there goes not a Sturmpanier squad yet, but pretty close. I don't think the conscripts will be able to kill it in time. So right now, Germans retaking their territory to the left, and the Americans retaking the right territory and the right fuel. Again, he did go medical HQ, did buy that early on, the field medics. I'm not sure if he'll buy a support gun. I think he should wait for replenishment of his Sturmpaniers, which one is all the way back here, which is really bad. Should bring it forward. MG glitch. Kind of dumb to get in the building to begin with. You already know this guy has double mortar. And you know conscripts have Molotov, so I think it's a really poor choice. It's a poor choice. That's why I said the looks would have been good, just to rush that mortar and then have proper infantry support to deal with it. Is I think. But a Stuart is coming out, which is going to hurt. No Viketin out too as well. Probably, yeah, he's getting a Viketin now. Would a Puma be better in terms of the looks? Maybe, but the Puma can't kill infantry worth shit. And there goes the building. I really think at this moment he didn't need to put his MG in here. I don't know who had the MG. Oh, it's the Wehrmacht guy. I was going to say you should have placed this MG somewhere out in the open. Yes, you're going to lose anyways if you're stationary with the mortars. But if it would have... You just need to catch an American off in an open field with MGs and proper support. And it should be able to work just fine. So that arc, of course, with the new patch, seems very nice. Makes me happy. Because the other arc before was completely atrocious. But, you know, disappointing though. Stop that maximum spam. Herba derba derba. Kuba walking in over here. Conscript should be able to deal with it and get into the camp, but you know, glorious snow, right? Yeah, get in the cap, you fuck. Yeah, Kuba won't be able to ninja cap that at all. But Maximum is going to watch that mid. Engineers, conscripts, hopefully going to cap that up. Over here on the right, Sturmpeine is rolling in over here. Not sure why the fuck would you roll in a Sturmpeine squad. Pretty much walking straight up to two riflemen in rear echelon with a fucking Shrek. This is just a massacre and really fucking dumb. Almost friendly fire. But MG did go for a quick suppression and he's going to move to try and avoid mortars. Stuka wouldn't hurt too. Could probably actually avoided the looks altogether and could have gone to Stuka and killed that, but he would have definitely had problems with the Stuart. But if he would have charged into Shreks and had Panzerfaust ready, I think it wouldn't have been a problem. But yeah. So over here, Kubel capping up that point. The fuel is capped up, but he just needs to connect with this territory over here, which some engineers with flamethrowers are doing so. Glorious Russian mine. Of course, he did go the PPSH doctrine for his conscript spam. Of course, as you can see here, he totally went balls deep in there, though I'm not sure what kind of damage he suffered. Because he didn't suffer Panzerfaust damage. Maybe he suffered a... No, he didn't suffer Shrek damage. I don't know what damage did this guy suffer so much. Unless he stood out in the middle of nowhere and took like 3 Raketten shots. But Stuart's going to have to back away. So probably he could have gone the Stuka once seeing the double mortar and then just annihilated them. Because he's just leaving them here. He's not moving them about, so it'd probably be one hell of an easy target. Conscripts are quite low, but Grenadiers are going to retreat and everyone else is going to retreat. Nice conscript flank over here, but Molotov was a little bit too late. And of course, with these conscripts, he does see the medical HQ placement there. Of course, as engineers in that thing. This is quite dumb. This is very quite dumb. Why is there a bunker here? Can't retreat to the bunker. There's no point in the bunker. This guy has about 600 manpower. Where are his Grenadiers? Where is him teching up? Where are OPs? Where are whatever choice you're going to go? Do fucking something with it. He has no Grenadiers, which is hurting. He should have 4 Grenadiers at most, or even get up a least mechanized company and get some Panzer Grenadiers out or something of the sort. What would help him right now, I would say, is teching up and or getting a Grenadier or 2. As a first sniper, he hasn't chosen a doctrine. Mortar half-track wouldn't be too half bad. I really don't like the stationary mortars. I like the mortar half-track all the more better. But this is pretty dumb. He probably put it there to heal stuff faster, but it didn't need to be. So what is over here, actually? Just introduced with flamethrowers, conscripts again, capping up the left. And of course the Russians are going to retreat with a nice push. Not going to be able to push out into that medical HQ unless they did a combined force. Kubel coming up to cap. Volk sitting up and capping. That Volk glitch right there. This glitch is so fucking stupid. When are they going to fix this? Never. But they did get out of the incendiary grenade, which was very nice on that guy's part to micro out of that appropriately. Again, we have the double mortar still not dealt with. We do have an ambulance out. He did upgrade with the LMGs or the bars, whatever, yeah. Other than that, though, he hasn't chosen any kind of other doctrine. He hasn't gone. He's not going to get major. I hear some kind of... Oh, 76. 76, pretty good option here to constantly bombard the enemy or try to put pressure on the medical HQ. Some kind of light AT as well if it's supported properly. Probably could have avoided it and gone the 76 or 85, which wouldn't be too bad. But he definitely didn't go a doctrine, especially for late game, some kind of late game armor, which is going to hurt. He's going to have to rely on the T-34. Conscripts chopped up by MG, but they did throw the Molotov. Oh, the Grenadier was there too. Yeah, they weren't going to do anything there. This guy actually went Elite Troops and wants to make me kill myself. Went Stormtroopers. I bet he's going to call them off because Stormtroopers, as everyone knows, I think they're good, but I think they're too expensive, and you can get Panzer Grenadiers, which are cheaper. They come with more bulletins, and you can get the STGs for fucking free. The only good thing about these guys is the fact that with their STGs you get the focus fire, but it costs way too much munitions, but it does rape. Of course, with new arc, catching those Grenadiers off to the side, we do have another MG sitting behind some sandbags. But conscripts are going to be maneuvering in over here on the right, going to chuck that nice Molotov, and he's going to throw a retreat out. Nice mortar hit, surprised it didn't kill the entire fucking enemy. Artillery barrage coming in. Not sure if it's going to kill the MG or not. There we go. Fuck off, that's bullshit. And mortar is down too. Mortar was way too overextended there. Probably could have better placed it right here. Volk here. No STGs whatsoever, which is really crippling him. He did get a support gun out. He did get his other supply half-track out as well. Probably could set up the Shvia around here as well. I think he would have favored some Volk and some STGs. I'm pretty sure he lost a Volk. I think, yeah, this is the new Volk. That really hurt him. Losing Volk that early, that veterancy, and those STGs early on too. Especially against someone who's conscript spamming. And now potentially has 3 MGs. Yeah, MG is dead. But against especially riflemen with bars, and you got the 2 mortars in the background that you can't push on to get. This is going to be a real pain for you. This red guy needs to set up over here and really push into here. That's what they really need. So yeah, so the Stuart is back. Stuart, don't know where the fuck it's been. Again, 3, pretty much the same, building an AT gun now. Anticipating some kind of tank, but they're holding the mid pretty good. There goes an engineer bursting into flames. And they're going to be retreating. Again, usually this is the funny thing that kind of happens with a lot of teams, a lot of scrub lords and other things like that, is usually people huddle around medical HQs and huddle around like something like this. You know, they don't try to go anywhere else, even though because it's a point of reinforcement, but it's just rather retarded in a sense, in my eyes. Because then you're just going to be arty to death, you're just going to be picked away one by one, and you're just sitting there replenishing your forces and calling it a day. But he is moving up. It looks like a Kubel and a Shrek team to take up that fuel, which is nice. But right now, some forces need to take here. You need that munitions coming on the flank over here. We do have an MG here as well. How can he counter this? Well, at this point in the game, he should have been controlling that fuel more often. He should be getting a Panzerwerfer for a mortar half-track again. This doctrine is not that good. He should have gone a mortar half-track. It would have been really good for him. A lot of people underestimate the mortar half-track and its gloriousness. Just because he needs that to clear out this MG and other things like that, and he actually needs a proper infantry instead of getting the stupid fucking stormtroopers. Rifle grenade going out, killed some guys, but double mortar still living the dream. And of course Pack moving all the way up for no particular reason. There goes some more mortars, way too far up. Should have probably put them over here. Oh, I think it would have been able to easily reach there. Again, these guys unfortunately don't have a fucking bundle grenade, which really sucks. Could have probably killed everything there if you placed it like right there. But complete waste there. Again, all the way out in the open, no cover over here, nothing. They're just going to replenish and do fucking shit. And of course, there you have this point in the north that no one's capping, at least the Axis I'm talking about. Praise American Rifleman. AT watching the flank, but these guys are going to build anything. He actually built a fucking mech HQ and is now building the Stuka, of course, going the Command Panther, which got nerfed a little. No Shvia, because he probably thought it's going to die. Would definitely support him. But yeah. Should have gone with the Stuka to begin with. The medical HQ was a huge... just nothing. It was definitely not worth it. Should have gone that. And then the Stuka or Lux or something and gone from there. I think the Stuka is actually the better option, not the Lux, because of the mortar the guy had. If he was able to eliminate those mortars and keep control as if his infantry put STGs on and push with a Viketin, he would have done really good, I think, and used cover. Could have placed his Shvia like right here or something, guarded this area, and yeah, which would have put this guy in a weird position, this other guy. He has a whole bunch of conscripts. Once he found out about conscript spamming, like, he only has one MG. Again, mortar half-track, multiple grenadiers and stuff with LMGs. Yeah, just super sad. Tiger Ace wouldn't have done him anything here. That maximum out in the open, though. And also, this American player is pretty much blobbing his troops, so some really good Stukas and everything else just would have been really good for him. So now this guy paid attention to the Stuka. Nice! Actually killed the crew of the Stuka. GG. I don't know why he instantly retreated all... Oh, okay, his retreat point's right there. I was gonna say, why is he retreating all the way back to base for? But he could just retreat right there, replenish, and then get in the Stuart, so... So Katyusha coming out as well. Again, this is what happens when you're gonna all huddle around a medical HQ all along the the entire front. You're gonna huddle around a medical HQ. You're gonna be artillery to death. You're gonna lose troops. You're gonna be like, fuck this game. Allies OP, and then they nerf allies more into the ground. And then you weeaboos can enjoy life once again. Glorious rifleman. As you can see, the benefit of Vet 2 with riflemen and everything else. And this guy's blobbing up, walking into a slaughterhouse. There goes Glorious Stuart. And it's pretty much GG with all them fucking infantry.
An anti-tank gun has taken the field.
This guy did really well with keeping his conscripts alive, then upgrading to get MGs, and the 76 is okay, but the Wehrmacht guy really failed. He got rushed, couldn't counter the rush, or couldn't work around it, and he ultimately failed there. And the fact that he did move back into the mid, which was pretty good, though he left the left side vulnerable, and that's kind of shitty because he lost all those fuel. Maybe he could have moved to the fuel and fought there or something, but then it would have hurt here losing this area, so it really kind of sucked. But also he had no infantry and no nothing, and he chose a shit doctrine, as I've explained already. So it's GG. Overall, I think the Allies played pretty well. For the most part, though the double mortar again, pretty much. I wonder what he would have done if the double mortar got countered. Probably would have bought maybe more riflemen or just bought new mortars again. I don't know. And didn't even choose a doctrine too, did he? Because sometimes it's glitches. No, he didn't choose a doctrine. Boss as fuck. And those are actually the bulletins and such. Anyways, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.